Hi there. Got a new light for you today, and it's from the people at ThruNite. It is now the new version of the ThruNite Neutron 2. They actually had, well, it's the 2C, I should say. It's the Neutron 2C. A few years ago, when ThruNite started, they had the 2C along with several other lights, and this is the original 2C. Okay, a little more light on the subject, please. This is the original ThruNite 2C from a few years ago. It wasn't a bad light, but it had a couple of issues, and they have certainly changed it a lot. Had a regular tail cap switch back then, and it was okay, and it did what it was supposed to do. But, as I said, it wasn't quite what... well, at least it was pretty modern back then. Things have changed quite a bit over the years with flashlights. And this wasn't that long ago, but it's just that ThruNite is growing as a company, and they've now gone with some of the more modern variations. So anyway, this was then, and this is now. This is the ThruNite 2C, and it's now called the version 2 in cool white. And it comes in this nice cardboard box. Pretty eco-friendly. And here we have belt buckle, belt holster, if you will, Velcro. And you've got some nice accessories, which were actually packed inside right here, the spare O-rings and so forth, which were inside the belt buckle. And you also have an extender tube for the flashlight, which we'll get to in a couple of moments. And here is the light itself. It's a beautiful little light, and it operates on a nice handy side switch. There you see on the back. Just so you know we're looking at the right light, this is the 2C version 2 from ThruNite, and it is a lithium flashlight. You won't use NIMH or alkaline batteries in this. It's strictly lithium. So what I have in here now is a 18350 battery, and they look like this. This is an IMR 18350, one of the safest chemistries, at least in the 18350 form anyway. And you can use one of these and a couple of other battery configurations, which I'll get to in a moment. So all you do to turn it on is push the side switch. It does not have a tail cap switch, and there's no magnet back here as is present in the old lights. So to push and hold, you get moonlight mode, which is of course the lowest mode of all, and you can just see a few feet in front of you with that. Nice for camping indoors and so forth. Now up here on the wall you won't see anything until I press and hold again, and let's turn off a little bit of light and press and hold. Okay, there's moonlight even in complete darkness. Press and hold, and there we've got the low mode, and here we have medium, and here we have high. And this will give you, now you see, if you want to, it's better, I would suggest you read the full review of this on my website, because I get into more of the battery configurations and the power aspect of it. Basically you're getting about 900 about 900, around 800, between 800 and 900 lumens, okay? With a 18350 with this battery I've got in here now. Now if I double click, actually turn it off and double click, you then get into the turbo mode. Now the turbo mode is advertised around 1000 lumens, or a little bit more depending on what kind of battery you're using. So that's turbo mode, and to get to that from anywhere all you do is double click. So I can be in moonlight mode, for instance. I'll double click and then I'm in turbo. It sends the camera crazy, but that's what you can do. And press and hold again, and it then goes down to high, and then it goes down to medium, and then it goes back up to, well actually that's medium, so the other one was low. There's high, and there's medium, and there's low. Okay. So that's the basic operation of the light, and for a lot of people who don't like flashing modes, this light doesn't have any. There's no strobe and there's no SOS. Now there are dozens of lights on the market which can do those things, but this one doesn't happen to, and a lot of people don't like those modes. So for them, there are no flashing modes. Okay, it's just straight lighting modes. All right, let's show you the extender here, and again, just push the button, turn it off, and here's the extender. which you attach thusly. And what you can do with the extender is then you can use a 18650. So you go from the small battery to the larger battery. Don't run away from me. Smaller battery to larger battery. Twist that on once again. And now you've got a larger light using a 18650. And it'll operate the same way. You'll still get the same modes and so forth and so on. Again, if you go to lightsandgear.com, or if you just click the link below, which has the link to the actual review of this light on the website, you will read more about the battery configurations and the variances in output that you will get with those particular batteries, because pretty much with each configuration it changes things just a little bit, more so on the turbo mode. Most of the other modes are pretty much the same, but you will get a bit of variance there. So once again, this now has a 18650 in it. You can also use 2 of these 18350s in it instead of a 18650, or if you want to get fancy, you can use two of the 16340s, the rechargeable cousin to the CR123A. Okay, so you can use 2 of these, and of course you can also use the disposable CR123s as well, but I wouldn't recommend that. I'd recommend you use rechargeable batteries. The only thing it doesn't like is one of these batteries all by itself, and you can read about that in my review and as to why. But there are your battery configurations. 18350, 18650. It's kind of confusing, doesn't it? And of course the 18650, or this is the 16340 and this is the 18350, and then we have a 18650 inside here now. But it is a very nice light. Comes with the instruction manual and pretty much the basics that you have to know about it. I've already shown you those, and it's a pretty nice light. The only thing it doesn't have is a pocket clip. Most lights these days do have a pocket clip. ThruNite has decided not to include one with this light. Perhaps they will at a later date, but you know, that's up to you whether you really think you need one or not. If you have another light around the house that has a pocket clip, there's a good chance it might just fit on here, because I know I have one that does. But other than that, it's nice because you can do it in the 2 different forms, either with the 1 battery, or the 2 batteries, or the 18650. Either way, you've got a nice light, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. And even with this extender and so forth, it's only about as tall as a highlighter, you know. So it's not very big in the first place, and this is easy to throw in any pocket, purse, pouch, or whatever. So that's it. If you want to go to the actual review on the website, you'll see outdoor shots and all kinds of good stuff, and you'll learn more about the ThruNite 2C version 2 for 2014 at lightsandgear.com, where there's all kinds of batteries, chargers, and good stuff like that. Thanks for looking, and we'll see you next time.